Hello everyone, this is my Blu Ray Steelbook update. It's going to be quite long because I have quite a few and I've got some in the post, so I will do an update when I get the ones in the post. I'm going to start off with Hannah. Bought this purely because it was a steelbook and I'm such a fan of steelbooks. I watched the film, feedback, and it was absolutely amazing. Really enjoyed it. I love the design of the steelbook as well. Just take the leaflets out. You've got a picture there, and then obviously the disc, which is the Blu Ray, DVD, and I believe a digital copy as well. So that's Hannah. Next up, Machete. Another great film that I love, and I love the back there with the nun licking the gun. Open it up, you've just got the one disc, and it's got, I don't know if you can see that very well, but good picture of the knives, and obviously the one disc. Yeah, no, really enjoyed that, and I believe they are making a sequel, which I'm looking forward to seeing. Next up, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I do love my Japanese and things like this. My friend got me this because he'd got one and then they sent him another one, so he said that he would let me have this one, which was really good. And obviously got the back with the description, some pictures, which is cool. You open it up and there's the disc and another cool picture inside. Next up, Green Zone, Matt Damon. I was surprised with this film. I didn't think I was going to like it, so I was putting off getting the steelbook. So I was like, it's steelbook, but is it going to be any good? It's just the disc inside, there's no picture. So I was like, is it going to be any good? And no, I really did enjoy it. I was pleasantly surprised. Next up, J.J. Abrams' Super 8. Another film where it was, I knew I was going to get this no matter what, and the fact that it came out of steelbook was fantastic. I've watched the film, absolutely love it. Don't know if you'll be able to see that very well, but there is a picture there, and then you've got the discs, which is the DVD, Blu Ray and digital copy, which I do have the digital copy on my phone, so whenever I'm bored at work I tend to put it on. Next up, Paul. Not a lot of people liked this. Simon Pegg and Nick Frost, obviously. I love that back. I did. So not many steelbooks that I don't like. I love that picture inside. Obviously you've got Nick Frost and Simon Pegg. I think that's really, really good. And then obviously you've got the discs. So that's Paul. Next up, now I got these. I'm not a fan of the films, but I got them because I do love the steelbooks. I can't actually play them because they're from Canada, but it's Twilight. I love it when they do good pictures on the back like that. Like I said, I'm not a Twilight fan. I bought these mainly for my girlfriend, but who I'm not with anymore, by the way, but decided to keep the steelbooks anyway, so that's quite cool. And obviously New Moon. That's the back. Again, great picture on the back. And then you've got the disc. Don't know if you can see that very well, but there is a picture inside as well. Next up, now, this steelbook is coming out in another steelbook, the Universal 100th Anniversary, which I have pre-ordered, so I'm going to be owning this film twice now. It is kick-ass. There's the first steelbook. When the second steelbook does arrive, I will obviously put it in an update. And there's the back, obviously. Love this film. Thought it was absolutely brilliant. You've got 3 discs, Blu Ray, DVD, and digital copy. That's quite cool. Next up, Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Wasn't too sure on this when I went to go and see it at the cinema, but my friend who worked at cinema, he doesn't work there anymore, basically he wanted to go and see it, and I said it's going to ruin it because the original was so good. There's the 2 discs, by the way. But I was pleasantly surprised, and then when I heard it was coming out of steelbook, I just thought, great, because it's such a good film. And I can't wait. Now, this has been my favourite film of all time. So I loved the fact that they were going to bring it out in a steelbook. And I'm talking about Akira. That's the back, and this, what's quite cool is it's got its own little case to put the steelbook in. And then there you go, you've got Akira written there. Nothing really on the back, which is a bit disappointing, but unless you get cool booklet as well with it, and 2 discs and a nice picture in there as well. So yeah, that's my favourite manga film of all time, Akira. You cannot go wrong with that film, and I believe they are making a little remake. Whether it's going to be any good though is the question. Next up, take that sleeve off, The Expendables. Really enjoyed this film as well. So my brother designed this steelbook, so that's quite cool. He does get to design a lot of the Lionsgate stuff, and it's funny actually. He said to me, steelbooks were dying yet. There's more steelbooks coming out now than ever before, and obviously you've got 3 discs. Cool making of Expendables disc as well in that. You get this little couple with it as well. So that's The Expendables. Next up, Sweeney Todd, another film that I really enjoyed. Johnny Depp, Tim Burton. There's the back. Bit gory, but if you like your gore, it'll be alright. Then obviously you've got the disc, the picture there, which is quite cool. So that's Sweeney Todd. Like I said, I've got a lot to get through, so I'm basically speeding through this, and I recently acquired 2 new steelbooks, which I will be adding on this video. Next up, Scarface. One of my favourite films of all time, so when this was coming out in steelbook, I was like, must get. I think it's quite cool because you get the Blu Ray digital copy and the DVD. And if I just take the disc out, 3 out, it's quite cool. Can't really see that very well, hang on. Quite cool pictures there, so that's quite cool. So yeah, that's Scarface. Right, next up, Priest. I'm a big Paul Bettany fan. Didn't really like Legion though, but this was coming out steelbook. Didn't get to see it at the cinema, and I thought, oh, I'll give it a go. It's steelbook after all. And no, I really enjoyed it. Got a cool picture inside, and then there's the disc. So yeah, no, I would recommend this. It was absolutely brilliant. If you like your vampire things. Next up, Immortals. I went round a friend's house. It's got a little cover on it too, and that's the back. I went round a friend's house and saw the end of this film, so it made me want to buy it. And I've watched the film, and it's absolutely brilliant. You get the it's quite a cool picture there, which I'm just taking a disc out for to show. And there's 2 discs there. You get the 3D, the normal, and DVD digital. So it's like 4 versions really, which is cool. But no, I definitely recommend Immortals, and I'm really pleased I got the steelbook for it. Next up, this was one of my favourite TV shows because it's got my favourite person in it, Bruce Lee. And then obviously they're going to make the film, and I was like, oh, But who's going to play Kato? Because the only person that can play Kato is Bruce Lee. But the person that plays Kato in this was absolutely fantastic. The film's not great, but I love Kato in it, and it's Green Hornet. This is a bit of a Seth Rogen misfire, really, considering he's done things like Superbad, which is absolutely amazing. Did not do well with this, but I enjoy the film because the person playing Kato is what gets me through it. So, and that's the main thing, because he was my favourite character in the Green Hornet. Right, next up, Pirates of the Caribbean 4. Loved the first one. The second one was quite good. Third one, not very good at all. Hated it, and so I was a bit wary about getting this one, especially with it being in steelbook. But I'm really pleased I did. I've watched it 2 or 3 times now, and I absolutely love it. So that's it. It's got a nice picture inside, and obviously you get the Blu Ray, DVD, and digital copy. Next up, True Grit. I'm not a big Western fan, but I've heard a lot about this film, so I thought, got to give it a go. It's in a steelbook, so that normally convinces me. And obviously, you've got the back there, but also, I just undo this and carefully do that. It's got Jeff Bridges on the back. Cool. So yeah, I bought this and absolutely loved it. It's got quite a cool picture there. You get the Blu-ray, the DVD, and the digital copy, which is good. That's True Grit. Next up, Source Code. Again, weren't too sure about the film until I watched it, and I absolutely love it. So I'm really pleased with this steelbook, even though Play.com have sort of cheated slightly, and it's really just a metal tin with it stuck on. Don't know if you can see that very well, but it is stuck on. But still, glad I got the steelbook. You get the 2 discs, and it's, like I say, it's a good film, so sort of makes up for it, really. Next up, bear with me. I've just got to sort out the pile that fell on the floor. Hear them all now. Right, I think I'll go through this lot because it's just taking up too much room. Right, next up, Harry Potter. Every single one of them in the steelbook, which is cool. Mainly from Germany, but something quite interesting I've noticed. That's the inside where you got there. I don't know if you can see very well here, but if I show you the front, that's the Philosopher's Stone, obviously in German. Then you get the disc, and that's English. That's with most of them. If I just show you, hang on. Chamber of Secrets next. So obviously you've got Chamber of Secrets in German there. All German writing on the back, obviously. Dobby there and that. Open this one up. Same Chamber of Secrets there, and then you go to the disc. Oh look, Chamber of Secrets. So whoever I bought this off eBay has cheated slightly and has bought the English discs, but like I say, it still plays in English anyway. Prisoner of Azkaban, German, German, and I've got Prisoner of Azkaban in the Blu-ray player at the moment, so the disc isn't there, but there you go. But again, that says Prisoner of Azkaban on the disc. I can vouch for that. Goblet of Fire, again in German, quite cool. And then the back, and you open it up, it's saying Harry Potter, Goblet of Fire there in German. Then you go to the disc, and hang on, let me just try and do this properly. Spin it around a bit. Go to the can. It does say Goblet of Fire there. Next up, Order of the Phoenix. Again, it says Order of the Phoenix in German. German writing on the back. Open it up. Got German writing there. Then you go to the disc, and it's Order of the Phoenix. Right. Almost are all the Harry Potters. There's a lot. And then this is the English steelbook, the only one that came out in steelbook. Half-Blood Prince. So, and that's quite cool back. Open it up. So you've got the 2 discs. And a cool picture. So, there we go. That is Half-Blood Prince, which is fitting properly, so going down the disc. And then Deathly Hallows, that one came out in steelbook in England as well. So, oh, just dropping it on my computer. Yep, still working on it. So there's the front, and there's the back. Not much on the back really. Open it up, and you've got 3 discs. 1 disc there, and the 2 there, which I believe is the movie in Blu Ray, DVD, and it's the 3rd one, special features for the Blu Ray. And you've got, again, a nice picture. Let's put the discs back in there. And we're on to the final film. This one took me a while to get because at first it wasn't coming out on steelbook. Again, it's from Germany, and this is quite cool because it's got an actual that's Deathly Hallows Part 2. It's got a slipcase which did actually come out in England. So there's your slipcase, which is cool. And then you've got the film in steelbook. And this time it does actually have them all in German. And there's a cool picture. And the discs. So that's quite cool. That's the entire Harry Potter collection, which I'm really pleased with because I'm a big fan of Harry Potter. So I'm glad I've got them all the steelbooks. Next up, Hurt Locker. Haven't actually watched this film yet, but I've heard a lot of good things about it. Take the sort of sleeve off as well. So I'm looking forward to watching it. It's the back, which is quite cool. Hang on, my light's gone on my computer so I can't see what I'm doing. So that's cool. And then got a nice picture on the case, and there's the disc. And then this is quite cool. It's got some decent, if I can get this out, bear with me. Some nice cards. So let me just get bear with me on this because I'm trying to work out where my camera is. So, just one. There's the other. You can see that very well. Another. There we go. Right. So that's art cards for it, or postcard with shots of the film. Put that away. So that's Hurt Locker. Next up, the Green Lantern. I like this, but not a lot of people did like it. No, I'm a Ryan Reynolds fan, and I think he did very well with this. And on the back it's got obviously what the Green Lantern says: in brightest day, in blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power, Green Lantern's light. So that's quite cool. And then open it up, and this has got, again, there's the DVD, the Blu Ray, and digital copy, and a cool picture there, and there's the discs for the Blu-ray, DVD and digital copy. Put them back in there. Right, next up, Robin Hood. I haven't watched this yet, but again I've heard a lot of good things about it, so I was glad it came out on Steelbook. And I went out and I think I got this on eBay actually. It's got the 2 discs there for the Blu-ray, nice picture, and what I like most, a book with pictures in, and this is some bits from the script, so I look forward to reading that once I've watched the film. So that's Robin Hood. I think we'll leave that to last because that was a mistake on my part, which I will explain. Resident Evil. Big Resident Evil fan with games, and then obviously they did the films. First one I absolutely loved. Second one, again, the love was still there. Third one, they ruined it for me, but now they've brought it back with this one. There's the back. And I believe there is another one out, which I do aim to get. It's not coming out in Steelbook, unfortunately. But I do still plan on getting it and watching it and hopefully loving it as much as I love Resident Evil. We're nearly done. Next up, Fast 5. I've got all the others in on Blu-ray, which I will show on a normal Blu-ray update, which will take probably a couple of them because I'll be going through the rest of my collection as well. That's Fast and Furious, that's the back. Cool. Car. Hang on, try and show that a bit better. The car, and then obviously you open it up. I enjoyed this film actually. And you've got the 3 discs and a picture on the back, which if I take just this disc out to show you. No, I really enjoyed this one because I found with the third one it wasn't that great. Fourth one brought it back for me a little bit, but not enough. But this one, absolutely love, and obviously they are making another one. In fact, another 2, I believe. So I look forward to that. So that is Fast and Furious 5. Captain America, the weaker of the Marvel films, still okay. That's the back with Captain America on the back, but not the best. And then obviously you've got Captain America there, and the 2 discs. Like, they're not great, but obviously setting up that brilliant Avengers film, which I have seen and absolutely love, and I hope they bring that out and still. Next up, Thor. I enjoyed this film an awful lot. I'm not a big fan of Thor in the comics, to be honest, but I absolutely love this. And you get the Blu-ray, DVD, digital copy. If I take the discs out, the picture's quite good because you've got obviously Thor and Odin there, and then Natalie Portman's character and Loki. And I won't spoil it for people who haven't seen the new Avengers film, but Loki is very, very good in it. So that is Thor. Next up, my most expensive Blu-ray steelbook, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Took me a while to get this on steelbook because I was always umming and ahhing about paying the amount of money that I paid for it. Obviously, it's such a rare steelbook. It was a must. And I'm really pleased, and it's got a cool picture. It's one of my favourite films. Absolutely love it. And the Blu-ray and the DVD and there. So yeah, really happy with that. Then we got Pulp Fiction. Again, another one of my favourite films coming out in steelbook. There it is without the cover on. Brilliant back. I love it when they do good artwork on the back. You can tell that they've really done well with this. And again, this is another one that my brother did, which is quite cool. So there we go. That is Pulp Fiction. Right, we're almost done. Next up, recent one. Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. I wasn't a big fan of the first Mission Impossible, but then the second one I absolutely loved. The third one, again, I loved. So I got this. I hadn't seen it at the cinema, but I got it. And I'll just try and show you the back. That's the back. And I watched it straight away, actually, which I don't normally do when I buy stuff. And I absolutely loved it. And then you got obviously the 2 discs there. Yeah, no, I really enjoyed Ghost Protocol. So whether they make another one, I don't know, because I don't actually know how well this did at the cinema. I don't think it did very well over here. It wasn't really noticed, but America's a different story, really. Right, finally, well, not finally, the 2 newer ones that I got like a couple of days ago. I've still got to show you. But there's this one. This was a mistake on my part. I bought it purely because it was a steelbook. I've watched the film and I don't like it, but I'm still going to keep it because it's steelbook. Battle Los Angeles. Avoid this film like the plague. But if you want the steelbook, get the steelbook. I will never ever watch this film again because I absolutely hated it. But I was a sucker because it was in a steelbook. It's too much being like Independence Day, and Independence Day was a damn sight better. This is just a cheap version of Independence Day, and I didn't like it. So that's Battle of Los Angeles. Right. 2 most recent ones. I haven't finished watching this. I've seen the original, and I absolutely loved the original. Then I heard they were doing this, and I thought, so soon after the original. I'm talking about The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Like I said, I haven't watched this yet, so I can't give my full opinion on it. But there we go with the steelbook. Back. There's no point showing you the back. There's not really anything on the back of the steelbook. But you get a little cover with it as well. And then if we open it up, 2 discs. Disc 2 special features, and then disc 1's the Blu Ray. There is a picture of Daniel Craig in there, and then the other side, I take the discs out. I won't even begin to pronounce her name because I can't even pronounce the original person's name, so I'm not even going to attempt with hers. But yeah, that's The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, which maybe at a later date when I'm doing another update, I will let you know how I think of it. But I'm not holding my hopes up for it, because like I say, I feel that them doing this was far too soon after the original had been done, and I love the original. But that's The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Now, the other one, Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. So you can take this cover off, and it's quite cool because it's the front, and you've got the back. So open it up, take the leaflets out. You've got Gary Oldman there. And I've got the disc in at the moment. I know I said I've got the disc in for Harry Potter, but I actually have my PS3 and my Blu Ray player, so that's why they're both missing. I've been using both. So that is pretty much it on the steelbook front at the moment. I have got one in the post on its way, so I will do a little update on that one, perhaps with a DVD update that I will do next. And then I've got pre-orders, which I will again add on. But for now, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next update.